It's so dark. Loving it, loving it, loving it. It just was so cool all day. And then, boom, the sun comes every time. 3, 4 o'clock. It's like the fucking hottest time of the day. Hope everyone's having a wonderful afternoon. I am Whitney Moon. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Time. Top fans. Okay. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. You and I drinking poison from the same mouth. What is happening? There was, okay, so much shit happened today. Drove by a dead body. 2 cars almost smushed me. And nothing bad happened. So, yeah, let's do the dice. I want to really know what's up today. Always take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because it's a general message and it may not resonate with everybody. 11th house, moon. With Taurus. That'd be 2-2. Drinking poison from the same mouth. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. Material assets, possessions, money, self-worth, feelings, emotions, rhythm, soul. Wait, 11th house. What the heck am I doing? Oh my God, I'm reading the 2nd house. It's the 11th house. It's Aquarius. Oh, Whitney. Community. Maybe you're like gonna find a new community of people that really jam with who you are, you know, especially if you're like changing and growing. Then in order to keep you on that path, then universe needs to supply you with people in your life. So I feel like there's something new coming because of what you've learned, and that they know, you know, like when you upgrade, like when you can't be with the nomads anymore, you have to go with the families, you know, like maybe you're going from like one extreme to another. And I was talking to my sister today because we went on this drive for like a few hours, and Yellow Wolf didn't play at all until we got into town, and then Yellow Wolf played, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like the whole trip doesn't play once, and then as soon as I'm like almost home, a first song comes on. So then I was thinking about him all of a sudden, and I'm like, he's probably golfing right now, because he is. He's probably golfing. That's what he does. He golfs all the time. And you know why he likes to golf? Because it's around, well, I mean, probably more than this, but kind of maybe subconsciously, because there's nobody there that's going to bother him. You know, like he can just do his thing, you know, and he's around a bunch of men who don't listen to his music, don't know who the fuck he is, right? So he gets to be like this normal person, although I don't really think he gets bothered. He's not Celine Dion, you know, but he definitely is like, you know, he goes golfing. Possibly this is just what is coming up as the analogy, okay? I don't know him personally. I don't talk to him on the phone, but I'm guessing, right? It's like, it's almost as if sometimes, like, my sister and I prefer to go to diners than restaurants, because diners, they have, you know, nicer people, and the food is usually better, and the service is better. Everything seems to be better than going to these mainstream stupid restaurants, right, where you're waiting like 45 minutes. Like, we went to this one place the other day, and it was like really, really like well known in town. I've been there quite a few times, and the waitress slash bartender fucking took 20 minutes just to tell me that there was no margarita mix. The whole time not pouring my sister's drink. Then finally she comes and brings the drink, and it's been like over a half an hour, and we were already out the door, and I'm like, how does it take a half an hour to get a draft beer? There wasn't even anybody in there. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I put up with so much shit sometimes. I'm a good server. I'm a good bartender. I deserve to get good service, right? You deserve to get what you put out there. But for some reason, I always get shitty service and crappy people. So I stick to the same restaurants and the same diners with the same people, because I know what I'm going to get, right? I'm not going out there trying to fit in with people and be treated like shit just because that's where people my age are. Well, people my age are assholes. People my age haven't figured it out yet. So I don't want to hang out with people my age. I have the best conversations with the 70-year-olds that come into work. I have some of the best conversations with women who have already gone through menopause, right? Like, I can't talk to somebody my age, because anybody my age is arrogant. They think that you should have it all, and if you don't, you're a loser, and you should have this and you should have that. And it's so prima donna. It's so like, if I had what the people my age had and what they had to do to get it, I would have jumped off a fucking cliff a long time ago. I didn't want that life, which is why I didn't fucking consume it until it became me. I drove my life where I wanted it to go, and this is where it's landed. But I don't regret that. I don't regret a single decision I made. I don't regret a single action that I made. I don't regret anything, because the way that I see it is sometimes we're lined up with these things to happen in our life, and it doesn't have anything to do with us. It's about the people around us. It tests the people around us and their responsibility for us and their love for us, their testimony for us, their contract for us. It has nothing to do with us. They know that collective will bounce back, because we always do. What they want to see is the karmic finally make the right decision, finally decide the contracts that they put here will be the contracts that they fulfill. Stop trying to find new contracts because the old contracts are too hard. They're not too hard. They're just not giving you anything back. And, you know, I was watching this movie, and this woman is like a new stepmother, and she's trying really hard with her two stepchildren. They're two girls, like massive age gap. Like one's like 17 and one's like 8 or something, right? And she's not getting anywhere with the girls. I mean, the younger one definitely is more attaching than the older one. And finally, she talks to the dad about it, and she's like, I don't get it. You know, like, I'm trying so hard, and they just slam the door in my face. And he goes, welcome to parenthood. Welcome to getting doors slammed in your face. Welcome to never getting respected again. But for some reason, my parents were like, if they gave me a breadcrumb of food, I was to thank them for it. I was to get on my hands and knees. If I did not thank them for it, it was taken away from me. If I didn't finish everything on my plate, I was forced to eat it. I was forced to sit there until I went into the bathroom and threw up, right? Because their dollar was worth so much, even though my stepmother's cooking was some of the most disgusting food I've ever eaten in my life. So much so that now I have this gag reflex, and I can only eat. So my stomach is so small that I generally can't eat what somebody my age should be able to eat. I eat what a kid eats. Okay, I eat what a 4-year-old eats. I watched a 4-year-old. That's exactly how much food, because my stepmother called me fat my whole life. My stepmother said I couldn't eat properly because my stomach was so swollen because I had Crohn's disease. She said I was fat. I didn't have any fat on my body, just fat on my stomach, which means that your intestines are swollen. If you have no fat on your body, but yet you have a gut, there's something wrong with your digestive tract, okay? And it's part of your parents and the people who marry your parents to fulfill the contracts of being a fucking parent and doing what they're supposed to do for their child, not suddenly reject the child, tell the child that, well, you must be sneaking food, you must be going downstairs and eating, when my intestines were so backed up that I actually, when I was 20 years old. I rushed myself to the hospital because I thought my appendix was going to burst because I'd had this pain so bad in my stomach and it was lined up where my appendix was. So I thought, oh my God, like I have to go, like something is not right. I went to the hospital. They fucking x-rayed me right away because they were worried. And sure enough, I was so full of poop. My intestines were so backed up that the doctor was like, you can't leave. We have to give you multiple enemas because your intestines can explode. They can perforate. You can get so backed up, right? And if you don't know that that's been happening since you were a kid because your parents said you were fat and decided to starve you and start pumping this you know what she would buy? All of a sudden she would buy all this no fat shit, this no fat, low fat, no sugar. And that's what's filled up with the worst shit. I needed full fat. I needed real food. And that's what I've noticed with Crohn's disease. My body doesn't know steroids. It doesn't know fake food. It doesn't know. So it can't digest it, which causes me to get very swollen and inflamed. And if I was around my stepmother or my mother, they would tell me to suck it in, suck that gut in, when I can't suck it in. It's swollen. How do you suck in something that's swollen? You can't. Okay. And it was so bad that my bowels almost perforated. Okay. And you can see me as a baby with this giant gut. And I'm always pointing to my stomach as a baby, because as a baby, I knew that something was wrong. While my parents, my so-called ones that were here to take care of me, were too busy at work. Oh, they were too busy at work. My father was too busy working at the plant. His stepmother, his wife was too busy being angry at me and telling me I wasn't allowed to eat food. My mother was too busy sucking the dick of the pedophile that she married. My whole family, alcoholics and fucking lusty relationships. Okay, they drink what they need to drink and they fuck who they need to fuck, and then you try to talk about anything, they'll get angry with you. I live with a bunch of Dutch people. Okay, all those motherfuckers know how to do is get angry. They rage out. My father used to rage out so bad his entire face would go red as he would throw something across the room. But he was a great loving father, right? All these people be writing on my Instagram, who do you think you are, talking about your father like this, and I think there's only one side to you and your father, and I think that you're entitled. Oh, okay. So being abused my whole life by my father, I finally start telling my story and I'm the abusive one. And that's what he'll say. He wrote me an email the other day telling me that I was harassing him by telling you what happens. Like, that's harassing you? Do you know what harassment is? I don't think you fucking do. Maybe I should show you what harassment is, bitch. Maybe I should show you that you've got a little bit of life to fear. Maybe I should put a bunch of rats in your fucking basement. Maybe I should flood your fucking house and go, oh, but Randy, this is the life that you signed up for. This is the life that you signed up for. Maybe I should take everything from them. There's literally, oh my God, my fucking neighbors calling me right now. Rent. It's July 1st. The banks aren't open. How dumb are these people? Honestly, I deal with some of the dumbest people in the entire world, and I think to myself, how do you people even make it? Because I'm here, I'm doing it, and you retards, I'm literally keeping afloat with my advice. Like, give me a fucking break. Like, honestly, whatever the fuck is going on, there's a massive, massive shift. Okay? And that's why I think that you're going to find a new people, you know, like if your parents are awful and if the people around you are toxic and vampires and a bunch of succubus assholes that tell you how to live your life and what you need to be doing, I'm sorry, get on your fucking hands and knees and fucking suck something yourself. Because honestly, telling Collective to continually bow down while getting raped, while getting abused, while being in the most vulnerable states, oh, and now we still have to bend over, I don't really fucking think so. That's not my angle. I won't do that. I did that in the past. I don't do it anymore. Fucking fuck off, dude. Clearly I'm busy. And I was just going to keep calling. Like, what is wrong with you? There is no banks open. If my landlord, so stupid, won't take e-transfer, won't take a check. You either give it to him in cash or you give him nothing. And he wants rent on a day where none of the banks are open? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't understand. Anyways, I don't really fucking care because they say, well, you should get your rent before the 1st. Oh, yeah, so then my apartment can get broken into and my rent can get stolen. Yeah, it stays in the bank until it comes out, bitch. I hate when people try to do that. They try to tell you all this shit that you need to be doing, all this so-called advice that you need to be doing, and you're like, listen, are you the one living my life? Okay? Are you the one living my life? Are you the one doing this? Like, look at how much he's interrupting this fucking reading. Like, go away. You are not to be calling me right now. Like, honestly, people don't get it. They're so, and they're invasive. They keep trying, keep calling until you answer. And it's like, bitch, I ain't gonna answer. I told you not to call me today. You don't want to answer that. I'm not gonna be abused into answering my phone because you want me to. And that's what collective needs to learn, okay, on a high frequency, is just because somebody tells you what to do, it does not mean that you have to bow down and do it. Okay, you tell them, you bow down, you do it. You call somebody, you do everything. You say that I need to do everything, you fucking do it. And you watch them turn their head on you. You watch them all of a sudden start freaking out. No. It's what I told you to do. Oh, so it's a one-way street and you can tell me what to do, but I can't say it back to you? Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, I feel like, and then people say like, oh, you need to learn respect. No, I really do not. Look at, now he's texting me. Like, oh my God. And you know what? I'm going to text him back because he's interrupting. Fuck off. I didn't answer you for a fucking reason. Like, oh. And you know what? And now it's all dealt with. See what happens? They push and they push and they push and they ain't getting jack shit from fucking collective anymore. Okay, they can think that they're getting stuff, but they're not getting it. I don't care if they're men. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care what it is. I don't care who thinks they've got, hold over collective. They don't anymore. They don't. And you have to keep reinforcing it. Okay, if they're abusive, don't answer the phone. If they're telling you what to do, walk away. Okay, if they're telling you you need to answer, stay quiet. Okay, they cannot force you to say anything. They cannot get you to move. I don't care who the fuck they are, unless it's a fucking cop, you broke the law and they're gonna arrest you or you're in jail and you have to be told what to do. They need to back the fuck off, because people need to learn their roles in this world, okay? And their role is not to tell you what to do. Their role is to not belittle you or make you vulnerable or take your energy or try to suck off you or tell you what to do. Their role is to support you. And if they don't know how to do that properly, then they don't get a role in your life, period. I don't fucking care. Go away. Okay, so let's see. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my God, everybody else has paid rent. Everybody else's rent is $200, okay? So you can shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit, okay? If there's a holiday on the 1st where I'm supposed to pay rent, I don't pay rent, honey. And my landlord's never had a problem. So don't send your little fucking manager to my door asking me for something. My landlord is such a little bitch. Honestly, he's like this fucking 5'5" fucking no dick, limp dick, fucking, like, his mustache is supposed to be white, but it's all fucking yellow. Like, he is the most disgusting man you'll ever meet in my life. He's supposed to fix my oven. It's been 2 months. He still hasn't fixed my oven. Like, oh, does he want rent? That's nice. Tell him to go get all the rats out of my apartment. Tell him to fucking get all the cockroaches out of my apartment. Tell him to fix my fucking window. Tell him to fix my fucking oven. Like, oh, does he want rent? That's nice. I don't really give a flying fuck what he wants. Okay? Clap back, people. Clap back, okay? Especially if you are getting abused, okay? If somebody is supposed to be doing their job and they're not, okay? If you don't set the precedent in your life, then people are gonna walk all over you. And it's nice. They can walk all over whoever they want. But if you don't want them walking all over, then you have to make sure that you set that ground rule. By the way, keep your fucking feet over there, because this is my land. This is where I am. This is what I pay for. Back the fuck up, okay? You want to be all professional? Then we got a lot more to discuss than this being a professional situation. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, even with employers, they think they got something on you because they can fire you. There's the labor board, okay? If somebody is doing something, you can always clap back. If you lose your job, unfortunately, it kind of sucks because you have to set that, you have to set that bar, like you're not going to get used, okay? Because you're not going to. Whatever these people think that they can get used or they want to use collective, that's all fine, but don't become a part of it because you've already been doing it for too long, right? And these people have lost so much respect that they're pushing you and pushing you. These people don't have respect for you, okay? Because if they did, they would back the fuck off, but they don't. Anybody that pushes and pushes and pushes is not respecting your boundaries. Okay, you put a boundary up, they push by it, well, then they're being a disrespectful piece of shit, right? Like, I don't care. I don't know why the fucking superintendent, okay, who doesn't even get paid to be a superintendent, cares about where my rent is right now. Is he the landlord? Look at, okay, sorry. Like, fucking, honestly, these men, and I have the worst with men. I don't know what they think I am. Let me tell you, I have weapons in this house. I have guns in this house. I have things that can hurt people in this house. You want to step up to me and just act like you can walk all over me because you have a penis and I have a vagina? Not gonna happen, honey. Not gonna happen. But you can keep taunting and knocking and acting like you can piss all over me. But let me tell you, if you are dickless, it's not my fault. When you warn somebody, and this is all like, what can I say this? This is all like, what do you call those analogies? Okay, this isn't anything like actual 3D shit. Some of it is, but for the most part, when spirit tells stories or when they get me to speak, it's for you to put the analogy in your life where you need to. So who's crossing your boundaries? Who's making you bend down? Okay, who's, when you're pressing ignore, who continually keeps calling? Right? Who is abusing their situation in your life? And then they call so many times, or they knock on the door so many times that they force you to answer, but then that's just you giving in to their abusiveness, right? I mean, if you want to do that, then the experience is not going to say don't do it, but they're going to acknowledge when you're being used because they want you to know that it's a dangerous situation. You're vulnerable in it. There are people, masculines for the most part, that are really abusing their etheric power. Right? Just because they're the boss, it doesn't mean you get to treat people like this. Just because you're the owner doesn't mean that you get to, take somebody's hours or not pay them properly or not schedule them properly after you made a deal with them, right? People have to fulfill their contracts, what they signed with you. That means something. That's probably why this is Taurus. Like, Taurus is kind of maybe acting like Venus, right? Because Taurus would be like the high priest, right? The person that's not fucking around, the teacher that's trying to teach everybody what to do right. Okay, maybe you're that one. Maybe you're trying to be out there and you're teaching people the right way, but it's not your job to teach them the right way. It's the situation that they encounter with you teaches them the right way. It's not necessarily what you're doing. It's the act that they have to watch in order to learn what their next step is. You know what I mean? If you're on mission, okay, then most of the time, any work that you're doing, it's not directly for you. It's for everybody around you. Okay, which sucks because it seems like you're probably the natural hierophant in the situation, constantly teaching people lessons about who they're in contact with, who they're in a community with. Okay, I treat my community very good. Like, I always try to get the home name brands. I always shop locally. Okay, I do the best that I can in my community because I try to show my community I am here with you. Okay, we all are trying to make money. Let's make money together. Let's do this together. Okay, let's fucking, milk all those rich assholes that are going to come down here. Let's do it because that's why they have the money. Okay, like, but then someone's going, no, that's not how you do it. You need to do this. You need to do that. No, you need to get the fuck out of the way. This is where collective soars. This is where collective gets their wings and they fly because there's nobody that's got your reins anymore. Okay, it's the horse that finally, maybe that's why, again, okay, I thought that the 11th house was really, I was seeing it as the second house, which is also Taurus, but really Taurus is on the dice, but Taurus is also Cancer. Okay, so that's now I'm getting this whole Cancer vibe of being actually able to transform, like being able to be in a community where your most valuable self can finally come out. Right? Because if you're not in the right community with the right people, then you're not going to shine the right way that you're supposed to, because people are going to try to dim your light. They're going to try to get you to go away. They're going to tell everybody to stay away from your food stand, stay away from what you're selling, because you're not a part of this community. You're not a part of us. So that's when the universe goes, fine. They want to keep kicking you out these communities, even though you're paying your dues, you're showing the community who you are, but 2 people in the community don't like you, so they want you out. Okay, well, maybe they're going to be asked to leave the community. Maybe they're the ones that are going to get kicked out. Maybe they're the ones that are going to get evicted. Maybe they're the ones that their landlord finally is going to decide to sell the house, and they're not going to have anywhere to go. Okay, these tables have to get turned eventually if they're sending you in the wrong direction. Okay, so I mean, you gotta watch what you do to people out there and who you are in the community with. And I know that it's hard to find a job. I know that it seems like it's to each their own out there and everybody's fighting. But just because we're all fighting for some of the same positions, it doesn't mean that anybody has to fight dirty. It doesn't mean that anybody has to pull out fucking, you know, the rumors and the dirty plays. Like you can fight normally, because that is going to be a part of your mission. If people are fighting dirty around you, it doesn't mean to start fighting dirty. It means that either they're, I don't know, maybe they're outsmarting you in some way. Maybe it's the wrong community for you. Maybe it's all a part of the mission. It's all a part of the journey that you're supposed to keep trying in a situation, because people are, you know, they're really hard to trust people, and people for the most part are really hard to be around now. I don't really know what happened, but I'm not the one that's going to try to figure out what the fuck happened over time and evolution. But what I can tell you is something is coming back to you. Okay, and that's whatever you're learning, whatever this community is going to do, there's death. Okay, huge transformation from the 6 of Wands to the 7 of Swords. It's almost as if somebody is just constantly stealing your victories. They're just okay, but I kind of feel like it's this way. It's because it's this way on the table. I feel like every time you try to get a victory, that 7 of Swords stands in front of you and blocks it every single time. You try to get something, you're all triumphant, okay, and you're trying and you're doing this, and then boom, the thief steps in front of you and takes the seed every time. Okay, and that could be the moon energy of somebody acting like they're you. You know, copycats out there walking around with your name on their chest, acting like they're you, trying to reap your karma. When I think it's taken a while for the spirits to find out that you haven't been receiving your karma. For some fucking reason, there's 10 of Cups. Somebody wanted a picture perfect life, and that picture perfect life involved taking shit from you. And now, as I'm looking at the Taurus energy, I'm thinking, did they steal a husband from you? Did they steal a wife from you? Okay, and whoever that, you know, father, wife, mother, whoever it is, I mean, it's going to change roles, because just because it doesn't have to necessarily mean a sexual relationship. Okay, there's the Hangman in reverse. Somebody was supposed to be around you, and they weren't, and they were supposed to be hanging out with you, so then they protected your seeds. So then this thief stopped following you around, okay? And now the Major's got to step in. Now God's got to step in. What up, Monica? Yeah, you know it, okay? Now something else has to step in, because the people can't be trusted around you anymore. You have these God-sent people to you, and they're taking everything. They're taking everything. And they're forcing you to stay in this Hangman position. And then look at that on the bottom of the deck, the World. This is over. The cycle is over. You know, I love that people think that you're going to be able to stay broke for the rest of your life, and they can keep, you know, they can keep all this money from you, and they can take this and they can take that. And you know what? I love the tenaciousness of people out there that really think that they can continuously, you know, steal and create all this dharma. They're just going to be able to like wipe their ass of it and just get, you know, a clean pass because of something that happened when they were a kid, or because their father didn't like them or their mother disowned them. So you went out and decided to fuck with collective and start taking their shit because something happened to you when you were a kid? No. Because whoever they just stole from didn't do anything to them when they were a kid. And that's the same with my stepmother. My stepmother often does that. She will say, you don't know what it was like for me growing up. Why are you telling me about how you lived growing up when you're abusing me right now? So you're telling me because you had a hard growing up that you're allowed to abuse me for 40 years? Like, you know, and you have to sit back and kind of think about it, because you have somebody who's telling you that they love you in your face. I love you. I want everything that's best for you. It was hard for me to treat you good. It was hard. You were difficult. You were difficult to be around. I couldn't be a real woman around you. I was jealous of you. I hated you. I didn't like that you had this and that you had that. This is a grown woman speaking to a child. To a child. Okay, so and like honestly, I was watching this guy on Instagram the other day, and he was like, I don't know how people fight with their kids. And then he labeled his kid as, because his kid has like a t-shirt on inside out and backwards, and he was like, how do people argue with these things? He was trying to really stand up for his kid, because, you know, adults will sit there blue in the face fighting their children. Okay, arguing with them, trying to get the upper hand, trying to get daddy onto their lie while the kid is sitting right in front of them, knowing that the parent is lying right now. But that's what's so fucked up about grown-ups, these so-called grown-ups that are given these roles as parents. Yo, they haven't even grown up themselves. Okay, and here they are. They're given a role to be a parent, a guardian, a watchful eye to collective and their children, and they abuse that role, and then they say, well, you don't know what it was like for me growing up. I'm sorry, did you just get into a fight with my 3-year-old about how you grew up and you smacked them around? Like, I don't understand. What the fuck does your childhood have to do with who you are abusing currently? Okay, it's so fucked up. Like, that's the narcissist in everybody, okay, that has one, right? It's, I can treat you any way that I want because I'm hurting, and it's because of you. No, I'm pretty sure if you hurt somebody's feelings, that's on them. Especially if you tell the truth and it hurts their feelings, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. Okay, the truth hurts. It cuts deep. Okay, the truth is usually the thing in the room that people don't want to look at, but it's the most obvious elephant that's right there. But people can go, yeah, I don't see it though. Yeah, because you're choosing to keep your head down. It's not that you can't see it. You just don't want to. And that's what I had to correct my father with the other day, because my father is still full-time working. Got a kept wife at home, goes down to Florida all fucking winter, takes care of his shit, and he goes, by no means would I ever help you. I didn't even say what I needed help with. I didn't say how I needed help. Didn't say what I needed help with. I just said I needed some help. I will never help you. And if you think you're going to get money out of me, think again, because you're not. Okay, well, I was just maybe hoping to like sit down and have a coffee with you and like talk to you, but you stay on that boat of fuck you, Whitney, all right? And I'm gonna stay on my land that I'm guarding, that my feet are in, that you won't come near, because you're gonna stay on your little fucking boat out in the middle of God knows where, yelling from a distance that you can't help me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that in the memo when I was a baby, that my father won't help me. I remember my mother taking me to go see the pedophile, and me, I had an actual anxiety attack when I was 2 years old. I went running to my father to stop my mother from taking me away to go and see the pedophile, and he just put me back in my mother's hands and goes, take this child away from me. I can't help her. I'm working on my car. I have to go to work soon. Oh, okay, your 2-year-old comes to you screaming, who is terrified because their mother is about to take them somewhere, and you're too busy working on your car? Oh, okay. So why exactly did you have a child? Why? Why did you even bother? Oh, that's right, because you wanted to have sex. That's what you really wanted. You wanted to get laid. You wanted your dick wet. You wanted pussy all day. And then 2 kids popped out and you went, oh shit, now I've got to actually do something. But only until the day that we turned 18. Once we were 18, I don't even remember going back to my father's house. I don't remember getting any of my clothes. He just slammed the door in my face. My stepmother took my key away, and that was it. I wasn't to live there anymore. Oh, okay. Didn't have any of my shit together. I was 18 years old. Usually people stay in their parents' house until, they get a job, a career, a little bit more planted in the ground. But I was to go live with my mother, who still lived with the pedophile, right? Because she had a little basement crawl space that I could live in. So that's where Whitney went. Honestly, as being the last child, I got so abused and so neglected and so pushed around that I can't believe I'm here. I tried to die so many times. I think I literally tried to kill myself probably 10 times. My sister and I were just thinking about this time that we put a hose in the car and tried to die about 3 years ago. This shit is not a fucking joke. You want to think it's a joke because people want attention, so they're going to try to kill themselves? No, honey, they're just going to kill themselves. They're not going to bother to try to get your attention. But I love the fact that you think that your kid is lashing out to get your attention when maybe they fucking aren't. Maybe they are. Maybe you should think about that for a second. Maybe your kid is going to jump off the ledge if you don't pick up their fucking phone call. And maybe they have abused it. Maybe they have tried to call you a million times. But guess what? You didn't answer, or you're supposed to answer 100 fucking times because they're your goddamn kid. Okay? Every time I called my father, oh, sorry, I'm busy. I got to call you later. Or I just wouldn't pick up. I'm taking a walk with Cindy right now. What is it that you need? When I call my fucking faggot father, I should fucking hope for 2 seconds that he can pick up the phone, considering I haven't called him for 10 years. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you busy? Should I call back later? Oh, yeah, that's right. Everything is about my father, and only when the time is necessary for him. Correct? I mean, think about the abuse. I asked to see him last year. He told me he had 72 hours. He gave me from July 2nd to July 5th, and that was it. And he goes, if you can't see me through those days, I guess you can't see me. Oh, but again, isn't my father just the most loving person in his community? I'm the trifling ass hoe that tries to get his attention because I'm so needy. Honestly, I think collective tries so hard sometimes, and it doesn't matter anymore how these people react. I think it's stop trying. Honestly, if you're at that part where you can't try anymore because no matter what it is that they see, it's never right, it's never perfect, they're never going to stop what they're doing, they're never going to give you the attention that you need, then why the fuck are you even trying? And honestly, I had to ask myself again today, where I finally had a vision, and I was standing with my sister. And I don't know if you ever have visions, but like sometimes it's just like nothing around, okay? It's just like blur all around, but yet you're in a park. But the only part of the park that you see is between you and that person. It's really fucking weird if you have dreams, okay? And I was standing there, and I was standing with my sister, and my sister is the exact opposite of me. She will just go quiet. I am the emotional one. I will try to show people, like, you are doing something, you are hurting me. I'll be the emotional one. She's the shut down one. So we are uniquely the polar opposites to show my father that you have one daughter like this and you have one daughter like this. My stepmother says that everybody is the exact same. You have to be the exact same. You all get treated the exact same. And it doesn't matter if there's anything wrong with you. You are the exact. So she's always basically treated my sister and I like we were the same person. Okay, we're not individual people. We are two people that she hates. She doesn't want to be around. Okay, so in this vision, my sister and I were standing there, and my family was standing across the street, and I was bawling my eyes out. Like, I was like screaming, like trying to get them to notice what they were doing. And my sister was standing there, stone cold Steve Austin, not giving them even a smile, a smirk, a tear, nothing. And we were walking in the opposite directions. They just all turned around and walked away. And my sister and I had to walk the opposite side and go the opposite way. And I kept turning around. I was walking backwards. I was staring at my family walk away from me. And it was the most emotional thing I ever been through in my life. And then I turned around. I continued walking with my sister. They disappeared. And I was like, I guess they're gone. Like, I know that they are gone, but they act like such fakes, right? Like, I don't know, that they act like my sister and I are the ones to blame and that they're the innocent party and that we're just supposed to come back and apologize one day. There is no apology because my sister and I have never done anything. So how can we apologize for something that we've never done? I haven't done anything. I haven't attacked my stepmother. I haven't done anything to my stepmother. She is a fucking sociopath. She's a psycho. She's a fucking delusional fucking rat-faced piece of shit. Okay? Honestly, she really fucking is. And I can say that now because I've never said anything like that about her in my life. Only to this day have I started talking about how I actually feel about my stepmother. She claimed that she knew exactly how I felt about her, yet every single night I cried because I know how much she hated me. So you want to sit there and act like some kid is just trying to give you a hard time because you're so special in this world, everybody's supposed to love you? Check your fucking self, because kids will be the hardest to love. Kids will make it the most difficult to love them if you've got to prove something to them, because kids don't got to give you shit, and they fucking shouldn't. Okay? And I was the part that was totally abused. I was told to love people. I was abused to love people. And then when I didn't show enough love, I was grounded. Okay? And I don't necessarily understand why my parents and why their spouses wanted to have so much control over a child that wasn't theirs, let alone they didn't even want to be around me, let alone everything they wanted to take credit for. But yet when I needed help, they wouldn't help, but they took credit for all the times that they helped me when I didn't ask, right? All the times that they went out of their way to do something for me that I didn't need done. But when I actually needed something, they were never there. So if you're that kind of person that does things for people when they don't ask, but then when they ask, you don't do anything for them, you can't expect to get brownie points for the things that you do for people when they don't need it, when people are fucking straight up asking you for shit and you ignore them. And that's the thing. My stepmother donates to like charities. She gave thousands of dollars to this hospital. I needed work on my car done. I needed a safe ride to work. But she wanted to donate to a cancer ward. Okay, they don't even use that money because she had breast cancer. Fucking grow up. She had 2 little lymph nodes that had cancerous cells in them. Okay, but she gave thousands of dollars to that hospital when I needed help. Her own flesh, her fucking, what she was married to is flesh and blood. Okay, but she gave away to charities. Like, do you think that giving away to charities is going to help you fucking drowning your kids? Or I hope if you're on the kids spectrum, if your parents think that by donating to a bunch of nonprofit organizations or cancer wards while you're homeless or need help, it doesn't count. Charities don't help. And there is actually a statistic that proves that 90% of charities are bullshit. Okay, they're running some type of other thing, scam on the side, okay, and they're taking your fucking money because they want to cover the scam. So my stepmother gave thousands of dollars to a scam. She probably still does to this day because she had cancer. Oh, fucking jump off a bridge. Honestly, I'm so like, these people want collective to stay fucking homeless and stay petty, okay, and stay literally on the lowest spectrum possible so then they can have what they claim is a picture perfect life by shitting all over yours. It's no way they can have a picture perfect life by shitting on somebody else's. Okay, I can tell you that right now because there's the sun. The sun just came out, okay, because what does the sun need with a pentacle? It needs water. It needs emotion. It needs all those things that you showed them and they just denied you because they said you were being dramatic while their own spouses are crying in the bathroom because their stepdaughters and stepsons don't like them. Like, honestly, entitlement, entitled. That's all I can hear. Entitled little brats thinking that children owe you something, that children deserve to respect you. If a parent has never taught a child respect, then don't expect them to respect you. And if a parent doesn't respect a child, don't expect that child to respect you back. Okay? You give what you receive. And if you don't give your child shit, don't ask for shit. Okay, and if you didn't train them and teach them properly, then don't expect them to become these perfect little angels because that's how you were. No. What are we at? 44-12. Okay, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. I'm telling you, somebody's fucking truth is going to set them free. Because no matter which direction you decide to go in, okay, you have all your truth with you. Okay, so whoever is flipping the script, telling lies, trying to take your accomplishments, okay, trying to make you hang out in energy to keep you from transforming. Well, now it seems like when they think that they can all eyes on you, all of a sudden, all eyes go on them. And that's what we call, my friends, irony. Because what you put out to the world, you get in return. Okay, these people literally have been putting shit on your life, and but their pentacles have been growing. Okay, because manure helps grow crops. Okay, but they've been siphoning the water. They haven't been feeding anything water because they're dead inside. Okay, they're all air. The air doesn't have, well, the air carries clouds, but air in general is dry. Okay, so they have no feelings. Okay, there's the Lovers in reverse. Honestly, I feel like if somebody breaks up with you around you, it has something to do with you. Okay, there's the Two of Wands. There's the fucking High Priest, which I knew he was going to come out because he's right there on the dice. Okay, there's the Emperor in reverse, and then there's the Knight of Wands in reverse. So whoever has had the power, this Emperor in reverse, okay, they're not going to be able to defend themselves anymore. Or that's all they're going to be able to do is defend themselves. Because they had a choice. Everybody has a choice to fuck over collective or not. This person had a choice to choose the best decision possible, okay, that was going to help the situation. And instead, they chose the Lover in reverse. So they chose a lusty relationship over making the proper decisions that would help lead you to the Ten of Cups. Instead, they led themselves to the Ten of Cups off of your energy. I remember this chick, she did witchcraft to date this guy, and then I had dreadlocks at the time. She put a bunch of dreads in her hair, and I was like, oh, is your witchcraft not working anymore? Can you feel that he's dreaming about me right now? So you're going to put a little bit more of a love spell on him. You're going to put your hair in dreadlocks because you're trying to coerce him into the energy of you, when I know for a fact the guy was supposed to be with me. But he listened to everybody else. He's still going to listen to everybody else. He's going to stay in his head. He's not going to communicate with me. And you know what? At this point in time, it's fine. Okay, I was so fucking in love with him, and he just constantly says that I don't like him and that I'm a bitch and I can't be in love with him if I don't talk to him. I couldn't be in love with him even though he walked into my restaurant with a girl on his arm the last time I saw him and wondered why I didn't talk to him. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I just go up and give your girlfriend a great big hug and tell her how in love I am with her boyfriend, and then maybe we can have a couple shots and then I'll go have a threesome? Like, is that what he thought? Because honestly, I bet you he fucking did. Okay, because that's how greasy these people are. They use your feelings, they use your heart, they use your vulnerability, and as soon as you think you can trust them is when they fuck you. Okay, so be very careful. There's a lot of very abusive, toxic energy out there, okay? And it's for collective to stay indoors. Especially with this heat and this bullshit, okay? Stay indoors. Don't go giving yourself away to people, because right now people are fighty. They're feisty, okay? They're angry because of the heat. They're angry because of their shitty fucking decisions that they've made, okay? They're angry about those decisions right now. So they want to abuse collective. Collective is better than that. They know that they're not going to be some dumping ground for some asshole, okay, to just say their shit all over, and then, oh, what, we can be friends now because you just dumped a fucking life worth of shit on me and now we're friends? No. Okay, once again, there are people coming and people going, okay, and these contracts are done. Okay, you're getting new contracts. Okay, you're getting new witnesses, new contracts, and these other people, you know, that are like really honestly talking shit, and not talking shit to try to understand anything, talking shit because they think they know what they're talking about. You tell somebody that you have feelings for them, they say no, okay? Or instead of even talking to you about it, they go talk to their friends about it at the bar. Like, honestly, these people, so many people are not worthy of you, and I really want collective to know that there are so many people that they push their energy out to that are not worthy of their time, their space, their love, their affection. Okay, and this one guy, I love his art, I love everything about him. Like I couldn't say more what I love about him. And he won't talk to me. And I think to myself, you know what? Then you never liked me. You never did. It was all fucking bullshit. You went on my looks. And then when I wasn't the fucking drunk, blown out chick like you fucking are used to dating, you fucking threw me away. I don't know why people can't just tell the truth, why they have to run away from you and dodge you. And then you read all these things. If he's not messaging you back, if he's not talking to you, he doesn't want to. Yeah, I get that. But could he not have the tiniest bit of respect just to reply? I mean, honestly, you don't have to say anything to anybody. And if somebody messages you, you by all means can ignore them. Okay, but if they tell you that they love you, and they genuinely do, and you just wipe that message like it was nothing, then maybe no one's ever gonna love you. You know what I mean? Because when love comes, it's unconditional. Okay, you don't get to throw it back in somebody's face and go, fuck you, I love you. No, that's not love. You either love them unconditionally, and I'm going to love this guy unconditionally till the day that I die. I have his artwork right now as my wallpaper on my phone. I use his artwork for some of my thumbnails. Okay, I love everything he does. There's not a single thing that he can put up on his social media that I don't love. Ghosted. Doesn't speak to me. I'm an asshole. I'm the one, he can't find any words from me. He can't, the last time he talked to me, he told me off. When I told him just to block my number, then please just block me because I'm going to keep talking to you and I'm going to keep fucking trying to get you to talk to me. And then he's like, well, you should block me too and I'll block you. Do you think he did? No, because he's a fucking pussy. He's not going to block me. He wants me watching him. And that's the people where, those are the narcissists. Stay away from the people who know that you're watching them and it's getting them off. Okay? Honestly, because it's negative energy, it's negative attention, and they're purposely trying to fuck with you. Okay? And those are very childish energies. Stay away from energies like that. Don't go mixing and mingling energies when you know that somebody is purposely fucking with you, but then they say it's your fault. Narcissist all the way. Okay, narcissist. We really have to watch who we're engaging in over the next little while, okay? Because it's going to kind of determine possibly where we're headed for the next couple years. Okay, so if they don't act right, don't fucking talk to them. If there's something that you need to say, say it. If nobody messages you back, then they're a fucking coward. They know they need to message you back, but they don't want to because they say that they're being the bigger person. Yeah, right. No, you're not. You're being the coward. Everybody says they're being the bigger person. You're being the fucking coward, and you know it. Okay? You fucking know it. Don't act like you're a grown-up when you're a kid. Okay? And these are these men. A lot of these fucking energies, men, women, acting like fucking that they are better than you in some way, or that they know more than you, or because they've got more money in their bank that they deserve more respect from you. No. Okay, so many people have been fed lies, and it sucks because even the people who think they deserve respect have been fed lies. They've been fed lies about the collective. They've been fed lies about anybody needing to respect them, okay? And that's because their parents were entitled. Their parents told them, you have to respect everybody. You need to show your appreciation. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. Not if somebody doesn't respect you back. You don't need to do jack shit unless you really fucking want to. But your entitled parents will tell you that you need to be entitled and that the people around you are lucky to be in your facility because you're worth $1 billion, baby, and your energy clearly then is different. Your shit is going to be different because you have more money in the bank. You are just going to, your aura is going to be different because you've got Benjamins in your wallet. Like, honestly, I mean, it's like, it's kind of crazy, but you need to be out of the matrix to notice what is dragging you into the matrix. And anything that you say is not cool, or you're not going to make money off of it, or you're not going to look cool doing it, it's all about the devil. It's all about the devil. Then fine, go to all your lusty relationships. Go fucking fuck all the 20-year-olds. Go talk your shit to all your fucking TV geek nerds, okay? Go and do it. Because if that is the level that you're at, then that's the level that you're going to be at. Okay, but once you get to the grown-ups, maybe this is what it is. Somebody going from the kids to the grown-ups. Okay, you're not a kid anymore because you use your words. You talk properly. You don't avoid somebody's text message because you don't know what to say. You reply because you're an adult who replies, okay? You get to hang out with the adults now, okay? And the adults that say they were adults but have been acting like children, they get to go on the child side now. Okay, they're gonna have strokes and seizures and fucking, you know, they're gonna be sent to fucking old age homes when they're 60. They're gonna get their houses taken away from them because they fall and they broke their hip and now they can't get up and down the stairs. Shit's gonna happen to them because once you get to 60, 70, 80, you wouldn't believe how much your body does not bounce back anymore. So these people who think that they can do all this shit are gonna fucking have a world of pain. But then that's when we say, we can't wait till you get there because you know you're going to get there one day, okay? Because you're entitled, and that's entitled people will be shown what they need to be shown, okay? So I am going to peace out because I am melting like a snow cone in Phoenix, okay? Literally. Like I just have like water. It's just water. It's just water. And it's not even really that hot in my apartment, to be honest. I have the fan on me, but it's hot. It's muggy. I'm muggy. I'm mugs. So I don't want to be here anymore. I'm with that fan right in my face and I'm going to fucking put on Unsolved Mysteries and just can it for the rest of the day. So thank you for watching. This was an awful fucking reading, but kind of good at the same time because this energy has to come out. These people who just think they're so fucking self-righteous and so fucking high on the totem pole because you got a dick. Oh my good God. I remember the first time I ever met a man with an actual penis. Okay, like honestly, oh God. Such stupid energy. So I'm glad it came out. I'm glad it's over with. And I'm glad that I'm turning this off. Okay? Oh, you guys are the best. Thanks everybody for being here. I know it was kind of a quick reading, 56:28. But like I said, I'm melting, so I have to go. So thank you, everybody. All right. We reached a new day. This is a dawn of a new day. I'm super fucking stoked for it. So I hope you are too. If you feel it, you feel it. Okay. Peace out. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. All the newbies, all the oldies. You rock my world. Peace out. I will see y'all on the flip side tomorrow, next day, tonight. Who knows? Peace out, all right? Later, Gators.